Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is going to be your new moon in Cancer reading, which happened back on the 20th or the 21st, depending on where you were in the world or where you are in the world. And this is also going to be, it's a mix of readings. It's your summer solstice, your solar eclipse, your new moon in Cancer reading. Now this year is a little bit funky because we do have 2 new moons in Cancer. So this reading will take us all the way until the 20th of July when we have our second new moon in Cancer. So I'm going to read to you guys an introduction that I found to be just really poignant and beautiful from the Astro Moon Diary. And it's just sort of about the initiation of Cancer season, which I feel like is perfect, you know, which is this reading, right? So the next generation is initiated and nurtured by the waters of the mother. Earth marries heaven as the triumphant sun of the summer solstice draws the waters within the body of nature to their height. The green world is a fountain of water which, in the heat of the summer sun, pumps out gallons of the stuff by transpiration. The fountain of life brings to birth the juicy fruit and seed, which carry information from the past into the potential of the future. So this is kind of a juicy reading, guys. All right. So this is a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, or any placement you might have. And before I get started, I just want to let you know that I have all of the decks that I use linked below if you're interested in purchasing them or if you just want to check and see what they are. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and our ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any placement. Also, my cross watchers are welcome. I have Aquarius envy. I have like 0 Aquarius in my chart. Not 0, but I don't have a lot, and I always wanted to be an Aquarius because you guys are just so cool. Messages for Aquarius. Alright, you guys are coming out as Queen of Swords. Okay. All right, overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Aquarius, this represents Earth energy, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but more specifically, it's Mercury and Sagittarius. Sorry, not Mercury and Sagittarius. I'm totally lying to you. Pull it together, please. It is Sun in Virgo. Don't know where my head went. Maybe you guys have Sagittarius in your chart or you're dealing with Sag. But the 8 of Pentacles, this is the Sun in Virgo card. And Virgo is all about analysis, almost to the point of paralysis. So really sort of paying attention to the details and organization, but almost to a point where it's stopping you from moving forward. When this is showing up in the reverse, it's taking me back to the 7 of Pentacles, which can indicate frustrations and delays, paying attention to the cycles, what needs to be done, taking lots of notes, and oftentimes it's likened to a harvest and going back and checking and pruning and, you know, checking the pH levels and the acidity and, you know, the size of the fruit and et cetera, et cetera. But it's almost, you know, it's telling me here that the 8 of Pentacles, that it's getting to be overwhelming, okay, with this sort of that shadowy side of Virgo, like where it's getting to be too much. You don't want to focus so much on the details. And I'm really picking up on that with this Knight of Wands energy as well. Now, you guys are showing up as the Knight of Swords. Sorry, I thought it was the Queen of Swords, but taking a better look, it's the Knight of Swords, and this is in reverse. The Knight of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, so it's definitely your energy, but it's kind of, when it's in the reverse, it's somebody who's getting themselves in trouble because they didn't either do enough planning, or they didn't really know exactly where they were going, or they were allowed to sort of be sucked into like the vortex of anxiety and panic, and they're just sort of flailing and swinging wildly. The Knight of Swords can represent sometimes abusive behavior, whether that's emotional or verbal, or physical, psychological abuse. So it could be that you're on the receiving end of this, or it could also mean that you are, this is the way that you are talking to yourself internally, the dialogue that you're having with yourself, because you're not really sure where you're going, or you're feeling stuck and you're feeling confused. Now, what's blocking you is this energy of the Four of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And specifically the Four of Cups represents the moon in Cancer. Now, moon in Cancer is, believe me, I'm a Cancer. This is confusion. This is emotional confusion. This is stagnancy. This person is also sitting on a beach, and he's drowning his sorrows. So some of you guys might have to take a look at where you're sort of escaping to and how you're doing that, whether that's alcohol or whether that's food, whether that's just not confronting how you really feel, something that's really got you down. But there's a blessing that's being offered to you, and for some reason you're closed off to it, either because you can't see it because you're focused on these other things that aren't quite that healthy for you to focus on, or because you're just, quite frankly, you're rejecting it. You know it's there, but you're like, you know what, enough's enough, it's over. And that would make a lot of sense here with that Knight of Swords energy. Now, this is a beautiful deck, Aquarius, but this is absolutely the card I hate the most. It really tugs at my heartstrings. And there's animal violence here, okay? And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But what's beautiful about this card, Aquarius, is that it's in the reverse, and this is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords can represent air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And more specifically, it's Saturn in Libra, but it's heartbreak. Now, this could be something you've carried around with you for many lives, or since your childhood, or it could be this relationship, or whatever situation you're going through. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be linked to work. It could be a loved one who has passed over. All right, but here we do see the death of this very large mammal here. I don't actually know what that is. I don't know if you guys do or not. And for me, it's just absolutely heartbreaking. You can see that they're crying here. They're holding vigil. They're deferential. They're respecting of this animal, but they're very, very sad that it's passed. Again, some of you guys, this might be a passed on loved one. It could be, a mate. It could be a friend, something along those lines. The beauty of this card is that it's in the reverse, which indicates healing. But the Three of Swords in reverse takes me back to that Two of Swords, which is about pulling back and really giving yourself that time and the space to deal with this so you can heal it and you can clear it properly. Now, what you need to know, Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is Venus in Aquarius, so that's your energy. Some of you guys, this is a relationship, and it's either you or somebody else who's afraid to love again. The Five of Swords can be, again, it can be a relationship where there was a considerable amount of difficulties. Again, it doesn't all have to be romantic. Remember, love can be our love for our job or our bodies or our families. But it's really deciding whether or not you're up for another round of fighting or not. Are you tired of it? Either way, if you choose to fight again, it's going to hurt. If you choose to walk away, it's going to hurt. The Five of Swords also is an indicator that somebody's not really being or behaving in the way that they're supposed to. And it's really negative. So it's bullying or it's backstabbing. It's a card of feeling of defeat. All right. So we do have on this side of the reading, Aquarius, some really, not in this side, actually, we have in this reading some really heavy energies that you guys are dealing with. Some of you out there are definitely dealing with a loved one who has passed, and I feel like it may have been unexpected. Okay. All right. Your final energy here is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is this Aries, Leo, Sag energy. The Knight of Wands is about really being gung-ho and trusting yourself, being confident, being excited, being passionate. Sometimes he's my player card, but I'm not picking up on that. Well, yeah, it could be. It could be that your partner, you're finding out that your partner has been disingenuous or might be a little, might have other people on the side. And if that's the case, then this is going to be something that you've invested a considerable amount of time and energy into. But for most of you guys, I'm feeling like this is your energy, and the Knight of Wands is like something that you were super stoked about, and you really, you went all in. You trusted yourself, and you went with it, even though maybe, logically it wasn't, maybe there were naysayers. And you were wrong. And you've come to sort of a full stop, something that's really sort of, you've taken a hit and a blow to your confidence, and there's this real sort of need here to regroup. Okay, Aquarius. So this can come again, this can be for some of you, it's losing a loved one. For others of you, you know, it's a job, it's your professionalism, or it could be just any sort of, or it could be a romantic relationship. Spirit's telling me that yes, all three are out there for you guys. All right, so I'm going to pull some energy oracle to see what additional messages I've got for my Aquarius. All right, victory. 28 breaks down to a 10. So this is tough, but I'm really happy this card is coming out. I don't read, you guys, my oracle cards in reverse. I really don't. So if you saw that come out in the reverse, it doesn't matter. These cards to me I always read them upright. My intuition's going to tell me, you know, if it's, you know, is it a true victory or is it something that's not happening? I'm really picking up here. Spirit wants you to know this is a tough time. Okay, the energies are difficult, you know, that we're going through so many shifts with Gaia, within our countries, within our communities, within our families, within our relationships, and within ourselves. But you will be okay. You're going to get where you need to go. All right, there's this healing that needs to take place. So really, 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 you know, make sure that that's what your focus is and put yourself first. Storm warning, another 10. So double 10s here telling me that there's a major completion here, a major ending, Aquarius. And it's not easy energy. It's really not. Healer of the Ages, 51, breaking down to a 6. Sixes for me are about balance. They're about victory. They're about love. You know, it's the card of Venus. For some of you, it is. You know, as Venus has moved retrograde, you're going to see that this healing is taking place and you're going to have more opportunities and see that light at the end of the tunnel. But the Healer of the Ages, healing is needed, right? 47, some of that healing is going to come through a feminine energy. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a woman, but the thinking woman is somebody who strategizes. Look at that. And then you get action. And, you know, we have polarity. We have really coming into balance. For some of you, this is somebody who's going to come into your life that's going to really initiate this healing practice or process for you. It could be a lover, okay? It could be a friend. It could be a parent or family member. It could also be, you know, a Reikiist, an acupuncture, a massage therapist, a doctor, a nurse, something along those lines. But she has the answers and she's going to help you, guide you up those stairs. And those are the stairs of ascension, okay? Of progress, of healing, of hope. So don't you worry. All right, and then let's go ahead and see. What additional messages we have for Aquarius. Okay, we have autumn. Release the old and rest. Yeah, for some of you guys, this is heartache, trauma that goes back lifetimes or may even go back to your childhood. The Three of Swords, remember, that is the original trine. You know, what you learned about love from your parents. Okay, how to love, what love means, what it looks like. All right, and then you get winter. Look at this. Take care of your needs. Put yourself first. Nothing new here, you guys. Some of you guys, you're going to have to wait out retrograde season, wait out eclipse season, but you're going to see some massive, massive progress as soon as in the northern hemisphere, right? If you're in the southern hemisphere, just reverse it. But winter and autumn would be right now, right? It would be this season. Well, you're moving into winter. Okay, so take it how it resonates for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your mermaid oracles. Pull some mermaids for you guys. I knew this card was going to come out. I was just about to say to you guys, oh, the unseen is going to come out. Too much is hidden from you. Yeah, I mean, I see that. We pick up on this. With this Knight of Swords in reverse, that's confusion. Four of Cups, it's like depression, it's anxiety. There's a lot like, I think you're so emotionally invested here, Aquarius, that you're not really able to see clearly yet. Five of Swords, and I think also someone or something is really pulling you into this energy. All right, so it's really important. If you guys listen to me, you know I'm a big fan of cord cutting. Okay, air, breathing deep, entering into life, exchanging of life, bringing properties. I feel like this is this is that healing energy. For some of you, it's going to be a person, and it's really falling on top of the thinking woman here. Somebody who's going to breathe life back into you. For some of you, it's going to be yourself. You know, it's not about waiting to be rescued. Okay, but some of you guys are. Somebody's stepping in. I'm really getting that. Spirit is telling me that for some of you, you are being sent like an angel. All right, and then you guys get the mirror. Know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. But it's important that you're ready for this when it happens, okay? That you guys have started to do the work. Just take a look. Remember that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you find yourself wrapped up in really tough sort of relationships that keep repeating themselves, it's really important that we go within here. All right, and check out. And believe me, I can say that because I have been there, okay? All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to pull one final card for you guys from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. This is a beautiful deck. I'm going to read from the book. All right, you guys get the eagle. I love that energy for you guys because that's air energy. That's that scorpionic energy, death and rebirth. Okay, so some of you guys, I'm getting right off of this card alone, this is the phoenix rising from the ashes. So these trials and tribulations, they serve a purpose for you, but Spirit wants you to know that it's going to be all right. The essence of the eagle is the eagle comes from the east, the place of the rising sun, of new beginnings. She soars high in the sky, sees the smallest detail with clarity without losing track of the bigger picture, and nests in the high mountains. For eagle, there are no obstacles, only opportunities. She calls you to ascend, to acquire perspective, so you can fly wing to wing with great spirit. Have you become trapped in your daily routine and feel you do not know where to go and what to do next? Have you lost your sense of purpose? Eagle invites you to take a deep breath and spread your wings. When was the last time you opened them? Eagle reminds you that your spirit was born to soar to the heavens. As you contemplate choices, ask yourself, do I want to live in a chicken... I thought it said chicken soup. I was like, that's really dark. A chicken coop. Sheltered from life, counting the regular feedings, or do I want to soar like an eagle? If your answer is the latter, then you must accept Eagle's invitation and embrace the courage that will help you choose freedom. Some of you guys, this is freedom from a really difficult relationship that you might be embroiled in for a long time. Okay, an abusive relationship. It can, most likely it's intimate, but it could be with a family member. It could be with a boss or something along those lines. But Spirit wants you to know that freedom is yours. You have to make that choice, but there's a lot that you can't see right now. I think because your emotions are muddied, and also because I think people are keeping things from you because they want to keep you in this state because that keeps you in stasis, not moving, and that's where they have control. So I really want you to just keep your eyes out for that. Okay, take a good look at who you are, what you want, okay, who you really are, because this isn't it. This energy isn't it, Aquarius. All right, but Spirit does keep telling me over and over again that help is coming. Okay, it's going to come in different forms for you guys. For some of you guys, it's there's going to come a moment where you're like, absolutely, I cannot tolerate this anymore. And you're going to see the signs and the synchronicities. For others of you, it's going to come in the help of a friend or a lover, or a family member, something along those lines. All right, Aquarius, I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.